During the Buddha's lifetime, he delivered countless teachings, which were later recorded in the Buddhist scriptures known as the sutras, suttas. Among these, several key discourses stand out for their profound wisdom, relevance to both laypeople and monks, and their central role in shaping the Buddhist philosophy. These teachings were primarily compiled in the Pali Canon, Tipitaka, for Theravada Buddhism, and the Agamas, for Mahayana Buddhism. Here are some of the most significant discourses, suttas, that were taught by the Buddha. 1. Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Setting in Motion the Wheel of Dharma. Significance. First sermon of the Buddha. This discourse was delivered in Sarnath shortly after the Buddha's enlightenment and is considered his first teaching. In it, the Buddha laid out the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, the core foundations of Buddhism. These truths explain the nature of suffering, its cause, its cessation, and the path leading to the cessation of suffering. 2. Anattalakkhana Sutta, the Discourse on the Not-Self Characteristic. Significance. Teaching on the concept of non-self, delivered to the Buddha's first 5 disciples, this discourse explains the doctrine of anatta, non-self. The Buddha taught that neither the body, feelings, perceptions, mental formations, nor consciousness are a permanent self, emphasizing that clinging to these impermanent aspects leads to suffering. Mahaparinibbana Sutta, the Great Discourse on the Buddha's Final Days. Significance. The Buddha's final teachings before passing away. This sutta provides an account of the last days of the Buddha's life. It covers important topics such as the impermanence of all conditioned things, the importance of following the Dharma after his death, and how the community of monks should live harmoniously. The sutta ends with the Buddha's final words: "All conditioned things are impermanent. Strive on with diligence." 4. Sigalovada Sutta, the Layperson's Code of Discipline. Significance. Ethical teachings for laypeople. In this discourse, the Buddha provided advice to Sigala, a young man, on how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life. The sutta outlines the duties and responsibilities of individuals in various relationships, including parents, teachers, friends, and spouses, making it a key text for lay practitioners. 5. Metta Sutta, the Discourse on Loving Kindness. Significance. Promotes universal love and kindness. The Metta Sutta is one of the most famous suttas advocating for the practice of metta, loving kindness. The Buddha taught his followers to develop an attitude of universal love and compassion, extending goodwill to all living beings without discrimination. This sutta is frequently recited for protection and blessing. 6. Satipatthana Sutta, the Foundations of Mindfulness. Significance. Core teaching on mindfulness meditation. In this important discourse, the Buddha explains the practice of mindfulness through the 4 foundations: mindfulness of the body, feelings, mind, and mental objects. This sutta is considered one of the key texts for those practicing vipassana, insight meditation, and developing mental clarity and insight into the nature of reality. 7. Kalama Sutta, the Discourse to the Kalamas. Significance. Emphasizes critical thinking and self-reliance. In this discourse, the Buddha encourages the Kalamas, a group of villagers, to critically examine teachings rather than blindly accept them. The Buddha advocates for personal experience and rational investigation as the basis for determining the truth. This teaching supports the idea of freedom of thought in Buddhism and encourages practitioners to question and verify teachings. 8. Mahasatipatthana Sutta, the Greater Discourse on the Foundations of Mindfulness. Significance. Advanced teaching on mindfulness. This is an expanded version of the Satipatthana Sutta, offering deeper insight into the development of mindfulness and how it can lead to enlightenment. It provides more detailed instructions on the contemplation of the body, feelings, mind, and mental phenomena. 9. Kula Malunkyavada Sutta, the Shorter Discourse to Malunkyaputta. Significance. Teaching on not clinging to speculative views. In this discourse, the Buddha addresses the monk, Malunkyaputta, who was concerned with metaphysical questions about the universe. The Buddha emphasized the importance of focusing on practical teachings that lead to the cessation of suffering, rather than engaging in speculation about unknowable matters. This teaching illustrates the Buddha's pragmatic approach to philosophy. 10. Brahmajala Sutta, the all-embracing net of views. Significance: comprehensive overview of wrong views. This discourse offers an analysis of 62 types of speculative views about the nature of the self, the universe, and the afterlife. The Buddha refutes all these views, teaching that clinging to any speculative views leads to suffering. The sutta highlights the importance of direct experience and insight over theoretical speculation. Conclusion: these key discourses delivered by the Buddha form the foundation of Buddhist philosophy and practice. Each of these suttas addresses different aspects of the path to enlightenment, ranging from ethical behavior and mental cultivation to philosophical teachings on non-self and impermanence. Their wisdom continues to be studied, recited, and practiced by Buddhists around the world today. Thanks for watching. If you find this video meaningful, please share it with others. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more great content.